Welcome to Rhodds Farm. This is the entrance up our avenue of Tilia Cordata, and the drive is next to our recently developed wildflower meadow, which we've just done some mown paths going through, and we'll be planting some more seeds in the autumn after we've cut it for hay. And this is where we have the shepherd's hut, because it's just perfectly placed for my favourite view. The garden is left quite wild because I just love these daisies and foxgloves. And then, as you can see from beyond the garden, we have the view down across to the Black Mountains, and on the other side we can see across to the Malvern Hills. This is one of my favourite bits at the moment because it's got lots of astrantia, which I love, and salvia, and the penstemons are just coming out, the Thalictrum ellen with its wonderful purple stems, and the rose Bloomfield Abundance, which will be coming out shortly. And from here you can see the dovecot. We have 170 white doves. Further along the same bed, we've got Rosa alba semiplana and Ornithogalum, which is a wonderful bulb at this time, and one of my favourite Iris sibirica, silver edge. This is another favourite rose, Charlotte Glut, or sometimes known as Scarlet Fire, and has wonderful hips after these big single flowers. Further along on the wall we've got climbing Cecil Brunner, and up on the barn we've got Cooper's Burmese and Meg and more climbing Cecil Brunner. Either side of the pergola we've got two patches of wildflower meadow which are looking particularly good this year because the yellow rattle has really got going and suppressed some of the grass, and of course we haven't had too much rain to bash everything down. The pergola is got succession planting, so we start with anemone blanda, tulip turkistanica, followed by alliums. Those have all gone. Now we've got Nepeta, Walker's Low, Rose Desdemona and Clematis Betty Corning, and then finally we'll have Rose Sanders White, which is one of the last ramblers but looks wonderful when it's all in flower. This is a path through to the terrace beside the barn. I like paths that are a bit overgrown and you have to push your way through the planting. This is again two of my favourite roses, Buff Beauty and also Mutabilis, which I absolutely love. It has wonderful apricot buds that open to pink flowers. This part of the garden we call the formal garden because the shapes are all formal and symmetrical. It's one of the few pieces of really flat ground in front of the dovecot. The pears either side, which grow nice and tall to balance the dovecot, are Pyrrhus Chanticleer. In the four main beds we've got Iris sibirica silver edge and Allium nigrum, and the beds are edged with Alchemilla mollis, which is a nice cheap and easy edging, and after it's flowered we cut it right back, leaves and flowers, and then we get a nice new edge in a couple of weeks. The beds going towards the front door have got geranium roseanne and Stachys big ears. And then down either side, Miscanthus morning light, and then later on lots and lots of white anemone honorine Jobert. We're now in the gravel garden, which is coming up to its peak, but gets even more colourful as the season progresses and more floriferous. I hope that this has been a good taster of the garden. There's lots more to see, and this year we're giving all the proceeds from our openings, which is every Friday and Saturday, to the NGS, as well as our special NGS day on the 28th of June. We do hope you'll come and visit.